TigerNews.com/hope. Furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs?
Recover the football! The Tigers jump on the loose football! Oh, Blake Griffin coughed it up as he...
Tiger fans are on their feet.
As they should be.
He pulls it in for the 25-yard touchdown in Erie, Colorado! You are title town today! Tigers are on top by 2 scores.
Hello and welcome in. Hello and welcome into the Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird here with you. Alongside me here tonight is Baylor Adams as we get you set for this big matchup here at NAC, the North Area Athletic Complex, part of the Jeffco Schools Stadium. We're way up high here in the press box. We've got a great view. The sun setting behind us, but the dawn rising on a 5A schedule. And Baylor, this tonight might be a litmus test for the Erie Tigers.
Well, when you think of 5A football, a couple of teams come to mind, and Ralston Valley is absolutely one of them. This will be an excellent test to open up the season for Erie.
Well, folks, we're experiencing some camera technical difficulties, so we are going to send it to commercial. We'll come back here in just a little bit here on the Erie Tiger Network. The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation. All right, welcome back in. Sorry, our camera might freeze from time to time tonight. You know, we're working the kinks out back in a new year. We're on the road. We forgot a tripod. That's a rookie mistake. Don't worry, I'm only in my 9th year doing this on the Erie Tiger Network. Good grief. All right, so the captains are at midfield, but Baylor, you were talking about this being maybe a litmus test for the Erie Tiger football program.
Ralston Valley finished last year losing in the semifinals in 5A. Erie obviously winning the state championship in 4A. Moving up a level, always a challenge, and Ralston Valley may be one of the best teams in 5A.
Yeah, a really solid team. You look at tonight and what we can expect out of the starters for this Tiger team. Well, Ronan Ward will lead the Tigers out. You had a big game last week from Donovan O'Brien, Gavin Lusk, Braylon Tolliver. Got a text from Coach Wooch last week. He goes, Braylon Tolliver's a problem. Yeah, he had a pretty good game. And then defensively, the Tigers, man, did they look solid defensively last week against the Brighton Bulldogs. And you can kind of see the rest of the starting unit. That was Gabe Sema, by the way, that worked on that graphic today. So thank you, Gabe. We're waiting for the Mustangs to come out on the field. A couple players to watch out for here tonight. Carson Hageman, the linebacker. He got a few carries as well. Baylor, tell me a little bit about Carson.
Carson Hageman, there's really one word to describe him, and it's dog. He's all over the field, gets to the ball exceptionally fast and quick, and he's almost impossible to block.
And Dylan Fireball, we put him as a player to watch, a secondary player, a guy that didn't get a whole lot of time last year because he was coming back from an ACL injury that he suffered his sophomore year when he was a starter. And, you know, sometimes that happens, you forget about those guys. But we shouldn't forget about Dylan.
Absolutely, especially against a pass-heavy team like Ralston Valley.
Some of the stats, these are versus the national average. Only one passing TD last week, 148 yards through the air. And actually, if you look at some of the stats last week, I'll throw that one up here real quick. 148 yards through the air, 228 on the ground. Tigers were efficient. They scored those 40 points in a very efficient way, creating turnovers, having short, great field position, a short field to work with, a kick return for a touchdown by Donovan O'Brien. So they found other ways to manufacture yardage on the field last week. But when they did have the ball, it seemed like every time they touched it, they took one the distance.
I mean, that's absolutely the goal. Every time you get possession, you want to score. And last week, they were almost perfect at that.
So the national anthem about to happen here in-house. We are going to step aside for a little bit here. Timeout on the Erie Tiger Network.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Watching the ET.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Trying to figure out what is so echoey about our audio. I think. All right, hopefully that sounds better. You know who you are. Text me if that sounds better. Well, it's a perfect day. You know, it's Labor Day weekend. I know some people are going to have some corn on the cob, maybe some fruit cocktail, you know, grandma's homemade banana pudding. You never know. But the Tigers hoping to maybe have a little bit of a barbecue themselves here tonight as they look to scorch this field. What do you think, Baylor?
The energy here is palpable. Everybody's on their feet, excited for this kickoff. This game is going to be electric.
All right, here we go. By the way, shout out watching at home, our man Justin Carpenter. So I just want to give Justin his due here. And the Mustangs ready to kick this one off. That's Landon Placida. That's actually Cole Pfeiffer set to kick this one deep to the Tigers, who will receive. Tigers in the white unis, Ralston in the blue, both dark and light, as this one is well struck. Going to be taken at the 1. That's Lusk. He'll bring it up the middle, tries to cut back toward the right hash, and he'll work his way up to the 20, and that is where the Tigers will take over here for their first possession of the game. Ronan Ward, 148 yards through the air. He added only 26 on the ground. I know Ronan is capable of putting up some big numbers on the ground. We'll see the Tigers go a little bit more run heavy with the quarterback this week. And almost the entire field in shade. By the way, I mentioned, do not blame the camera operator. That's Maisie Barksdale today. She has a tough job. No tripod. All right, Ronan Ward in the pistol right now. It's Lusk behind him in the offset. Ward again will settle in. Man in motion across the formation. That's Sema. Ward changing a few things here, and the play clock has run out and a delay of game. And Ronan Ward's a little confused here, but that did take too long. Tigers huddle just seemed like they were waiting on something. And I think, all right, the play clock is working. So 1st and 15 after the 5-yard penalty on the delay. Ward will take it. He'll hand it to Lusk, and Lusk gets buried in the backfield. A 1-yard loss back to the 15. Good penetration that time by the Ralston defense on the near side. Quickly to the line here is Ward. He's 2-by-2, the wideouts on 2nd and 16. Ronan scans the defense, claps the hands, drops back to pass. He'll step up in the pocket, jukes his way up, and then puts his head down and grinds his way back up to the original line of scrimmage for 6 yards.
I mean, starting the drive off with a delayed game, absolutely not ideal. 3rd and long here. Tigers probably going to do something through the air.
So Ward in the shotgun here, 2-by-2 go the receivers. Ward to pass again, looking, fires the out route. It's caught by Sama, works it up the sideline, but he is short. So the completion will get them up to the 27-yard line, a pickup of 6 there.
4th and short here. It looks like the Tigers are going to attempt to go for it.
Tigers have been an aggressive bunch, but a little bit too aggressive there maybe to go for it, and they'll send out the punt team. Carson Hageman, the punter here for Erie. No score, 10:53 left to go here in this first quarter of play as Hageman will send it deep. And a little bit of pressure there, but nice high punt from Hageman, and that's going to take a beautiful bounce. And Carson showing off the leg that time. Flips field position, and Ralston will get it 1st and 10 from their own 25 to start their first possession of this game.
Seems like Carson Hageman can do no wrong. Excellent middle linebacker and a beautiful punter. Doesn't get better than that.
Ralston, the Mustangs, a team that is perennially in that 5A top 10. Lost a lot of starters off a very good team last year that made it, I believe, to the semis. Their old coach, Coach Lloyd, who was around since the school's opening, I believe, now the Frederick Golden Eagles head coach. There's the snap, give on 1st down. The hole closed up fairly quickly, but a good job kind of spinning through some tackles there. And that was Bryson Deitel, number 24, for a pickup of about 3. Shotgun now here for the Mustangs. Rolling to the far side, there's Hageman, and Hageman lassos Zeke Andrews around the ankles and yanks him down. Andrews, that long frame maybe stretched back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there for Andrews.
Good effort on the end of that run to reach out and get back to the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd and 6, quickly to the line here are the Mustangs. Andrews in the shotgun. Ball spotted far hash. 10:02 remaining here in this quarter. Andrews will check in with the sideline. Signals coming in. Andrews will take the snap, looks to pass, wanted the deep ball. Now he's flush from the pocket. Ashe was in there, couldn't pull him down. A great job by Andrews to stay alive. He found his receiver downfield, and that was Brady Warren that snagged it out of midair. But Andrews buying time there, doing an excellent job staying alive. Andrews again, he'll hand it off on first down. A little cutback there, and the Tiger defense, good run stuffing that time. Diebel on the carry, pickup of 1. Andrews now with an empty set. Spread out that Tiger defense. The quick out, caught up the field, and that was Donovan O'Brien in coverage, and a pickup there of 7. That was Brady Warren again. So 3rd down and a long 3 here for the Mustangs. The Tigers, those 3rd down stops, critical. Almost had them last time, were the Tigers, and somehow Andrews was able to Houdini his way out of trouble. Andrews, he's going to run the speed option, pitches it out. Oh, a decent read, but a good broken tackle there. That was Lincoln Hageman, who had the running back in his crosshairs, and just stepping out of the way was Diebel, breaking the tackle and picking up enough for a 1st down and a little bit extra.
Tigers so far doing a great job of rallying to the ball. It's been an emphasis this year. Make sure not to make small yardage plays turn into big yardage plays.
Andrews in the shotgun. He's going to run read, gives it to Diebel, breaks a tackle, spins his way into the turf just shy of the Tiger 40 at the 41. But a good pickup there of 6 on 1st down for the Mustangs as they're engineering themselves a good first drive here in their opening game of the year. They did not play week 0. Andrews is going to throw the quick screen. Tigers trying to fly to the ball, and that was well executed. Out there making the tackle was Owen Collard on the edge. But not before they get up to the 36 for a 5-yard pickup there. So 1st and 10 here for Ralston Valley. Andrews will check in with the sideline. Here's the snap, looking, he's pressured, gets out of trouble again, steps through the arm tackle of Lusk and finally hit out of bounds, but so far it has been Zeke Andrews' mobility that has been the story on this drive.
Andrews has been slippery today, very slippery, able to get out of too many tackles. Erie's going to definitely need to get better at tackling to stop this Zeke Andrews.
Yeah, he's just had a good feel in the pocket, been sliding around, and man, you come up and try and lay a lick on him, you better finish.
Absolutely.
So 2nd and 6 here after the 4-yard scramble for Zeke Andrews. Andrews now in the pistol formation. 7:52 left to go here in this first quarter play. Andrews gets a snap, hands it to the right, big hole, and finding the crease and slithering his way for 6 yards and a 1st down was Diebel. Diebel, I beg your pardon. That's how you say it. Well, actually, they will mark him just short of the line to gain, so it'll be 3rd and half a yard here. And you know what? It might make me sound like a fool twice. I said it was a 1st down, then I said it was half a yard short, and here we are.
Very efficient drive so far from Ralston Valley. Excellent job of run and pass and mixing it up. Appears to be just short here. It's going to be a 3rd and inches.
So 3rd and inches it is for the Mustangs. And it has been the mobility of Andrews that has really been the straw that has stirred the drink here in this first drive. Andrews in the shotgun. Takes it, looking. They want to throw the fade on 3rd and short. And, oh, a little push off there. No call. It's a touchdown for Ralston. A 25-yard strike to Liam Beatty. And Ralston's on top here early.
3rd and short. Appeared they were going to run the ball out of a jumbo package, but just one receiver running a route, fade route down the sideline. Beautiful toss and catch.
So Liam Beatty puts the Mustangs on top here with the nice route down the sideline, and the extra point is up and good. It's 7-0 Ralston here in the first quarter of play. And what is turning out to really be a gorgeous night here. Ralston almost, you know, it's that 3rd and inches. It's in the back of your mind, you know you're going for it on 4th, so you can dial up something. You only have the length of a charcoal biscuit to get that first down, and then, well, you can dial up those big shots, and unfortunately the Tigers not able to defend that one.
Ralston very run heavy on that first drive, contradictory to classic Ralston, where they'll throw, 3, 4, 5 times a drive and then finish it off with an eventual touchdown.
Gavin Lusk, Donovan O'Brien back to receive this one, and it will go to Donovan, but he'll step in the end zone, so that'll be a touchback. And the Tigers will start back out on offense. Not much going there offensively in that first drive for Erie. They had the delay of game that started things. You had a 1-yard loss on your first running play. You had Ronan scramble and then throw short of the stick. So Tigers, see if they can't be a little sharper here on this set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 20, 7:18 remaining here in this first quarter. Mustangs shown blitz. Ward in the shotgun. He's going to motion Donovan O'Brien. They're going to hand it to him on the jet sweep. Donovan looking for the edge. He'll cut it up the sideline and gets dumped head over heels as he crossed out toward the 26. A 6-yard pickup there for Dono.
First real positive play for the Tigers here, trying to pick up some energy that they lost on that first drive. Ward takes a snap. Little pitch to Lusk. Lusk around the edge. Runs into his own man. And there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, and that flag coming from the white hat behind the play. And you see that, probably a hold. That was thrown just behind the line of scrimmage back at the 25. It's where the official moved it, and probably because they're going to back Erie up here. And a block in the back is called. So wipe that nice little run by Lusk off the board, and already the Tigers now another penalty. And that stings as it makes it 2nd and 15. Ward from the near hash in the shotgun. Ward takes the snap, looking, fires the slant route. That one is caught, but cut down immediately is Owen Collard. Actually, that's Dylan Firebaugh out there.
Hurry up, offense. Ronan with the snap, rolling out. Gavin with a great block on number 44. Ronan running out of time, throws it up. Ooh, definitely some interference possibly there on Donovan on the deep ball. And Erie is forced to possibly punt on the 4th and 10 here.
You know, if you're Dono, that's one of those where you're running backward. You have to have the awareness, I think, there to stop and let the defender literally just plant you into the ground and get an easy pass interference call.
A little bailout call there. It definitely would have been nice. Carson Hagman back to punt for the 2nd time today.
So Hageman almost had that first one blocked. Hits another high punt. Fielded by Ralston, fair caught, but better field position this time. So Tigers, they go 3 and out both times here. And not an ideal start if you are the Erie faithful.
Definitely need to see some more energy out of Erie. Defensively wasn't too bad, just that one fade route. And the elusiveness of Zeke Andrews is what's been killing the Tigers so far.
See if the Tigers can tighten up a little bit here on drive number 2. Mustangs from the shotgun here is Andrews. Andrews will give it to Dybel, and the Tigers cut him down to the backfield. Good job just kind of knifing his way in there. I think that was Aiden Arnold. And a loss of 2.
Kyler Campbell did a great job of setting the edge there, forcing him back inside.
There you go, Kyler Campbell getting in on that mix. 2nd and 12 here. Andrews from the shotgun will peek back in. Ralston, it kind of remind you a little bit of Erie getting ready to go, then checking in on the sideline. 2nd and 12. Andrews stares down his receiver. A cut block is called and 2 flags fly in. And Ashy Pierce a little bit shaken up. He was trying to blitz in there on the quarterback. He took a shot to the knee and 2 flags came flying in. Can't do that anymore, and they're going to back up Ralston.
Just went for his knees there. I imagine Ashy's got to be hurting at least a little bit.
Personal foul, block all the way from the 24 offense. It's a 15-yard penalty. Result is going to be a 15.
So a block below the waist. And that is a really, that is a hefty penalty. 15 yards from the spot. I mean, so they got to get to the Erie 45 for a first down, and they're backed up all the way to their own 28.
Penalties are drive killers and absolutely cannot afford 15-yarders.
So Andrews again from the shotgun. Trips to the near side. Andrews going to look that way. They're going to run draw. Dybel breaks the tackle of Hageman, and then Pierce shoves Dybel out of bounds, but they'll mark him back at the 31. A pickup there of 4 by Dybel. He's done a good job of breaking tackles there. And right now, Lincoln Hageman wondering what he's got to do to get Dybel down. Third and a million here. Erie is playing pretty tight here for this situation. Andrews is going to roll. He's looking down the sidelines. Oh, he gets planted. 2 Tigers race in there. A big sack there by Gio Giampietro, And I think also racing in there was Kyler Campbell. 2 Erie Tigers coming in like tracer bullets.
That's the energy Erie's needed. Just getting in very quickly, not allowing them to get the throw off. And Ralston Valley will be punting here.
So a big loss of about 8 yards there for Andrews. And now the Tigers will have 2 men back to return the punt. Here is, if you're Erie, the only thing is just don't commit a penalty here because you're going to get good field position. And that is a rugby-style punt that will bounce fortuitously all the way up to the 33, and that's where the Tigers will start over with their best field position of the night. A beautiful night here, a night for some, oh man, it just feels like one of those early fall, late summer nights. Maybe go out and have some fine dining after this. Shrimp cocktail, you know? Oh, man. It's all for you, JC. All for you. 1st and 10 here for the Tigers. Trips here to the near side. It's Ward in the shotgun. Ward's going to clap his hands. He'll scan the field. He'll step up in the pocket. Rolls out to the right. Tries to dart back. And Ronan will spin his way forward. A tough runner. Ward, you would never walk up to Ronan and think he is the most physically imposing kid, but he runs with some real toughness. Ward again quickly to the line. They'll run the pitch out to Tolliver, and they'll say, oh, that was a false start. And that's a bummer because Tolliver had a nice little crease there and looked like he was going to go off to the races. And the false start, I think they're going to call that on, they call that on Donovan O'Brien.
I think Erie just got to take it one step at a time, try to get that first down.
Tigers have not been able to get a first down, and here we are in series number 3. 3:45 left to go here in the first. Ward in the shotgun, trips to the near side. Ronan claps the hands, runs read. It's Tolliver, bounces it to the outside, cuts it back, breaks the tackle. Still on his feet is Tolliver as he spills his way across the 50 inside of Ralston territory down to the 48. And Tolliver just making things look easy with the speed out there. Ward in the shotgun. Claps the hands, drops back to pass, looks, fires a deep ball, has O'Brien, and actually that was branded for Lusk, and it just went off of his hand. He had a couple guys emerging deep and just barely overthrew his intended target.
First and 10, looking for a shot there, looking for just signs of life out of this Erie offense. Gavin Lusk was a little tired after that deep route.
And I believe that's Wyatt Ralston that has checked into the backfield here for Erie. It's going to be a keeper there for Ward here on the near side, and Ward puts his head down as he's plastered out of bounds. A decent pickup there of 7 for Ronan on second down. That'll bring up 3rd and 3. Tigers in that 4-down territory range, so you don't got to get it here. They want, you could think about taking a deep shot or, say, hey, we'd like to build some momentum. We could run it a couple times, and we'll get it one of these two. Ralston still in the backfield here with Ward. 3:09 left to go in the first. He'll send a man in motion. That's Sama. Handoff. They'll follow Sama. Ralston following his blockers, breaking a tackle, stepping through dudes here all the way. The 41 down to the 23. A little 17-yard pickup there for Wyatt Ralston.
The running back trio that Erie has is lethal. Ralston, Tolliver, Lusk, and maybe even a little Carson Hagman in short yardage scenarios.
Tolliver back out there for Erie, right on cue. Sama again in motion. Same look here from the Tigers. Ronan making a slight adjustment here. Ronan takes the snap. He's going to give it to Tolliver. Nice little cut there by Braylon. Man, he's just so quick through the hole. Braylon! Oh, I never thought his knee hit the ground. He certainly didn't think so. And they'll call him down right at the first down line. They yanked him toward the turf, but he thought he stayed up on his hand. Be interesting to see that one back. 2nd and 1 here. High snap, give to Tolliver, trying to stiff arm a defender, stays on his feet somehow. And tell you what, Braylon Tolliver turned lemons into lemonade there and somehow picked up a couple yards. That looked dead to rights from the get-go. So 1st down and 10 here from the 13. It's Ward in the shotgun. Ward will throw the slant. It's caught by Sema, and there he is! Big Gabe dives into the end zone for a Tiger touchdown, and the 13-yard catch and run, and the first touchdown of the career for Gabe Sema. Do it, Sema name.
Little RPO action from Erie, something that they can absolutely take advantage of with how strong the run game has been so far. Erie's lining up in a little bit of trickery for this extra point.
The usual trickery here. Ward will shift everyone back into an extra point position. Snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is right down the pipe by Gouvin, and the Tigers tie it up 7 apiece. 1:41 left to go here in the first quarter. We'll take a quick timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network. Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird, Baylor Adams here with you. As Gouvin will boot this one. Well, 8 yards deep into the end zone. He's got a little cannon there for a leg, is Gouvin. He tried that. What was that, like a 55-yarder in the state championship? So I know the staff certainly believes in his leg power. So Ralston will come back. That's what Erie needed. They got a stop, and it was a gritty stop, and then you saw Braylon Oliver kind of come in, change the pace a little bit, and man, that really helped stir the Tiger offense there. Pitch out to Dybel. Dybel will stretch out, and man, this Tiger run defense looking stout. Lincoln Hageman, he said, you know what, you broke in a tackle a couple too many times on me now. I'm going to drop you for a loss, a 3-yard loss on the play.
Even if Lincoln had missed that tackle, the entire Erie defense was on the ball there.
So that'll back Ralston up. Off schedule, behind the sticks. That's what you want when you're a defense. 1st and 15 here for the Mustangs, or 2nd and 13 here for the Mustangs. Andrews will send a man in motion. A lot of motion here. He's trying to dial up wide open, a bust in coverage. No one is there. Just a complete miscommunication. The motion did Erie in, and oh boy, that is going to be a tough one to swallow if you are Coach Graff. 83 yards.
Coach Graff is going to be absolutely heated on that sideline. Motion is never supposed to mess up this Erie defense, and it just did right there.
And you talk about motion. What, you know, that eye candy sometimes just gets defenses, and the Tigers, they got stung right there. So a big catch and run there for Ralston. You're getting a very bird's eye look up here.
Erie offense doesn't get much time to rest after that very, very well executed touchdown drive. See what they can produce when they get back out on the field.
I missed who caught that. Was that zero, number 0?
I believe so.
So Ralston snags the momentum right back. See how Erie responds. You know, you talk about moving up to 5A. You have a schedule that is built to test you early. And we still expect this Erie team to be really good, but, you know, you're going to be in for a new challenge tonight. A program that is just perennially strong here in kind of the northwestern Arvada area, part of the Jeffco School District, and home to my wife. She's a Ralston grad. So actually when I got home today, she was wearing all Erie stuff with her Ralston letter jacket.
That is absurd.
First and 10 here. For the Tigers, Ward takes the snap, runs read, gives it to Lusk. Great blocking. Lusk will run it up the sideline, and they're going to throw a flag on a hold out on the edge. They're going to call that one on Gabe Sama. They'll say he held on just a little bit too long, and that's going to back Erie up. That was past the first down marker, and so if they mark it from where the flag is, it will be first and about 6 for the Tigers, because it's laying right there at the 34. Actually, they're going to mark it from the 35. At least it looked like that's what the official was going to indicate. That's too bad. That block was really good by Sama, and then he held on just a little bit too long.
Still a bit of a yardage gain for the Tigers here. You're going to continue to try to go in this quick tempo offense. Try to catch the Ralston Valley Mustangs off guard.
First and 6 here for Erie. 40 seconds left in the quarter. Ward flanked, I believe, by Tolliver back there. Ronan takes the snap, looks downfield, waiting, flush from the pocket, still scanning, fires it against the grain, in and out of the hands. That was a good little dart there, and Sama couldn't quite hold on to it. So that'll bring up 2nd and 6 here for Erie.
Can pretty much do whatever they want here. Run, pass. 2nd and 6 is a great spot to be in.
Ward. Takes the snap, gives it to Tolliver. Nice crafty move, there goes Tolliver! He's off to the races. Nobody's gonna touch him. Clean of any flags is the field. And how about that burst for Braylon? A huge gain, 76 yards to the house.
Braylon Tolliver has superhuman speed. You get him out in the open field and nobody is ever going to touch that man.
Man, it just found that little crease. And I mentioned to you Coach Wooch reaching out what he had to say, and he said, you know what, Braylon Tolliver, he's a problem. And I'll tell you what, he was a problem for Ralston on that run, that's for sure. Huge run there for Braylon. Now Guvin set to kick the extra point. So both teams with 70-yard plus plays here in the last minute and a half of the quarter, and we still have 16 seconds left here in the first. We were kind of talking before the game. I thought it might be kind of a defensive battle. You kind of thought a little bit of the same. And how about that? 28 points in this first quarter alone. I think it's hitting the over.
I will say these offenses are both high-powered. Ralston Valley didn't return too many starters, but it seems that they have players ready to take those senior spots. And these Erie Tigers, man, just so deep. And, of course, Braylon Tolliver, just electric.
All right, Tiger fans, I'm looking down at this Ralston student section.
All 30 of them?
300 of them. Come on, Tiger fans. I'm looking across all 30 of them. Let's go, Erie Tigers. Where are we at?
Traveled well to Brighton. We should have traveled well today, man. They're all going to show up for the second half.
So 16 ticks left here in the quarter. The Jeffco Stadium staff very hospitable to us here. Let us set up and stream this game. And tell you what, they said it could be windy up on this press box. Hasn't been too bad so far, knock on wood. Wind may be a touch at Guven's back. This one high and will be fielded from the 2. Tigers, they get guys down there. Good little return there. And breaking tackles. Tigers had to clean that one up. They had some guys down there deep, just couldn't quite get to the return man, and 8 seconds left in the quarter. And the Mustangs will start at 1st and 10 from, it looks like, about the 23-yard line.
Aiden Wagner-Gruel, number 85, came flying down that field, just unable to get hands on him.
Snap, give, and a pickup of about 3 there, and that will do it for the quarter. Exciting first quarter of play. It's 14-14. We'll take a timeout, head to the second here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Number 303-828-0454 or go to carewayortho.com.
You know that feeling you get when your life is about to change? It's terrifying, sure, but isn't it exciting? You may not know with certainty what lies ahead, but that's what makes life, well, life. And even when the scene in the rear view is hard to leave behind, take a deep breath, hold on tight, and remember, there's no better way to move than forward.
Jeff Foxworthy here. You know, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
And welcome back in. Start of quarter number 2. And by the way, we have a wide view. We have 2nd and 8 here to start the quarter. Almost intercepted there. That was Owen Collard that read the screen pass. I'm sorry, Coach Delp. He commented in the chat, you got to stop screaming. You're gonna break my sound bar. So let me try and turn that audio down actually just a touch. As Owen Collard, what a fantastic play that was. My goodness.
You ask anybody on the team, anybody on the defensive staff, Owen Collard has been putting in as much work as he possibly can. He's going to be a name we will be saying a lot this season.
3rd and 8. Andrews looks deep, fires it deep, has a man and overshoots him. You could see that right out of his hand. He was trying to link up there with Drew Gates and overshot him there by about 5 yards. That was Dylan Firebaugh in coverage.
Tigers doing a great job not letting that big 83-yard touchdown get in their heads as they force a quick 3-and-out from Ralston Valley. Owen Collard and Braylon Tolliver set to return the punt.
High snap, but a procedure call and a false start, and that'll back Ralston up. Tigers are kind of bringing the house there on that punt.
They'll be even more motivated too this time. This close to the end zone, a block punt could result in points for the Tigers.
Tell you what, a lot of incomplete passes. So this first half is moving along at a slower pace than we've been used to the last few years here on the ETN. We're 42 minutes into this game. We're barely 15 seconds into this quarter. High punt. Fair catch called for, but they're going to let it bounce. It will bounce back towards the Erie side of the field, and it'll be down at the Ralston, or toward the Ralston side of the field. It'll be down at the Mustang 48. So the Tigers will have excellent field position. They have not led so far here tonight, have the Tigers. A chance to take their first lead here if they can score. So first and 10 from the 48. It'll be Gavin Lusk that'll come out here for Erie. Ward looking. He wants to dial up a deep one. He's going to throw the deep crossing route. Beautiful catch there by Donovan O'Brien. Great patience by Ronan Ward. All the way up to the 20-yard line is where they will mark him out. A 28-yard pickup from Ward to O'Brien. He had all day to throw. I think he was snacking on tiramisu. He had some Wagyu filet. What great pass blocking that time by the Tigers.
Excellent job by that O-line, and Donovan O'Brien making a hard catch look easy there.
Now Ronan Ward. Again, from the near hash. He sent Sema in motion. Gets the ball, gives it to Lusk, puts his foot in the ground, bends it back to the left side. Tough running there. That's what this staff loves about Gavin, is he kind of gets those dirty yards. You have the lightning with Braylon Tolliver, and you have a little bit of the thunder with Gavin Lusk. I mean, when Carson Hageman is in, what do you call that? The super volcano? 2nd and 6 here. Ward looking, scrambles, fires on the run. Beautiful off-platform pass. That had some real zip on it. Shoot, you wouldn't know he had elbow surgery in May with the zip that ball had on, and that was a beautiful catch by O'Brien all the way down to the 9.
First and goal for the Tigers here. Gavin Lusk in the backfield, trips to the left.
So Ward will pitch it. The pitch was almost intercepted. That was a fantastic defensive play. Read all the way there. That was Lars Jurgensen that got back there, and Lusk lost 10 yards. Whew. So that'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 18. What a play. Ward drops back. He's flush from the pockets. He'll step around the edge, up the sideline to the 10, and he's knocked out of bounds. A sneaky little run there by Ward. They'll actually say he stepped back out all the way at the 9. So he got all 9 yards they lost back to the original line of scrimmage, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 9.
Ronan Ward just scampers down the field there. Very hard to get a tackle on him. He's got such a low center of gravity. Very elusive as well. Trips to the right for the Tigers. Ward waiting for the snap here. Big 3rd down.
Yep. Ward takes the snap. It's Going to throw the corner route, overshot Tolliver, who emerged open. That's one of those, you throw it well before the receiver breaks, and you just have to place it at the right spot, and just threw it a yard out of bounds when that needed to be about a yard inside the pylon. So
Cole Powell, excellent block on that. Drove his dude 20, 30 yards down the field. The Eastern Michigan commit is not messing around today.
Eastern Michigan commit. He also guaranteed me that North Dakota State would win yesterday, so I got to give him a little grief. And the Tigers are going to call a timeout with 10:03 left in the quarter. Slow-moving, high-scoring game. And a timeout coming. We'll take a timeout as well here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility, and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal.
Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network, as the Tigers lining up to kick this field goal. It's going to be from the far hash, a unique angle, a 24-yarder. So well within Guven's range, but he's got to angle this one in. The kick is up, and that is pure. So Guven gives the Tigers their first lead of the game. And what, in 5A we kick field goals?
Yeah, I mean, Guven had one last week as well.
That did the Tigers. I'll tell you what, here's our Moon Holistics trivia question of the game. When was the last time the Tigers made a field goal longer than 20 yards? I have no idea, so we'll have that answer for you maybe after halftime when we'll get our research analysts on it. Justin, you have to put in the research on that one. All right. Just under 10 minutes, 9:59. Tigers have their first lead. And they'll do the dummy onside. And I tell you what, every time the Tigers do that, it's almost like the biggest parent troll. If you're ever sitting with the visiting fans, the more it happens, by about the 5th time in the game, you start to hear, "Oh, come on." I love it. For that reason.
It's all fun and games till they actually onside it there. Have to be prepared.
By the way, if my voice sounds hoarse or I sound sick, I'm not sick. I was screaming ridiculously loud at Travis Hunter's amazing catches last night. By the way, a personal foul was called. They said 21, but there is no 21 on the roster. Oh, they had the wrong team. I think that was 21 of Ralston. That was Levi Rios. Jeff. All right, so the official corrected it. Coach Geiger immediately ran over to the side judge and was like, "Hold on. First of all, we don't have a 21. Second of all, it was their guy that hit ours." So 1st and 10 here for the Mustangs.
Ralston Valley maybe getting a little chippy. They don't like losing to this new 5A team, these 4A state champions.
In the shotgun here is Andrews. He's going to give it on the stretch play. A great seal block on the edge, and up the sideline goes Dybel. And I don't think Donovan O'Brien's going to try and catch him, and he does. A great job in pursuit. Not giving up was Donovan, but a huge gain from the 10 all the way to the 11. goodness, 79 yards by Dybel. His longest run of the night. Before that, 6. Tigers just lost the edge there.
Yeah, had great energy going, 10 straight points. Just those big plays, keep killing them. Keep killing them, man.
Second play tonight for the Mustangs of 75 yards or longer. 79 yards or longer, really. Andrews in the shotgun here. 1st and 10 from the 11. Takes the snap. He's going to give it. They'll run it right to that edge again. Good little cut. And this time the Tigers, after ceding some initial burst of yardage, about 5 yards, able to clean that one up. Ashy Pierce cleaning that one up. On the run there was Colton Stratman. First time we have called his name tonight.
Trips to the field for Ralston Valley. Andrews waiting for the snap. Here it is. He rolls out. Here comes Campbell. A little shovel pass and incomplete from Zeke Andrews. Great pursuit by Campbell, number 4. Almost had a sack on him. Andrews couldn't get out of that one.
Tigers see if they can tighten up here and keep this kind of a back and forth game. We've had a couple ties, a couple lead changes.
Huge 3rd down here.
So Andrews in the shotgun. He's got trips to the far side. They've run that formation a lot tonight. Dybel flanking him to his left. 5 on the play clock. He'll take the snap. Immediately looking right. The little whip route. Man, that was a heck of a pass and a tight window between Hageman, between Owen Collard. It was a well-run route, and it was a 5-yard TD bullet from Andrews for the Mustang touchdown. That was Nico Benalo, by the way, that caught that touchdown pass. And that route was sick. I mean, some people, when they run that to the outside, call that a zig route, a whip route. He ran outside. It looked like he almost spun around on one foot back to the inside like a ballerina or something, and able to catch the ball. And I tell you what, that pass from Andrews was the best of the night for him.
Absolutely. Carson Hageman was about a centimeter off from getting a hand on it and deflecting it, but it was on a laser from Zeke Andrews. And man, those whip routes are nearly impossible to guard. I mean, you take your eyes off of his hips for 1 second, he's 5 yards in the other direction.
So the Mustangs regain the lead, 21-17. They'll kick it off here, 8:29 still left in this first half. Buckle in, folks. We're going to be on air. It's going to be late night on the ETN. And a low kick will scamper into the end zone for a touchback. So both offenses with some big plays. The Tigers' offense has started to find their footing. And really, Andrews has been a playmaker tonight. The Tigers, they've had one busted coverage. Outside that, they've been pretty salty, but Andrews has just found a way to put points on the board.
Very impressive debut from him.
So 1st and 10. Ward in the shotgun, 2 receivers on each side. He'll motion Lusk. Lusk will take it on the jet sweep. He'll cut it up in the hole, and he will grind, and just motors his way for 13 yards.
That is a grown man run. He got first contact about 2 yards off the line of scrimmage and carried him all the way for a first down. Impressive from Gavin Lusk.
Gavin playing a lot in the slot. And he'll catch some balls. He'll get back in the backfield. He'll run it. Really unique backfield this Tiger. Skill positions are able to deploy. Wyatt Ralston, by the way, flanking Ward. On 1st and 10, it's a keeper by Ronan. It was a good read as they kind of crashed to Wyatt, and Ronan just pounded it in between the guards there for about 4.
Good run, making something out of nothing there. Great pull. Ralston was eaten up immediately by this Ralston Valley D-line.
Ooh, and Ronan is shaken up. He is limping, got rolled on there a little bit, I think, and he's a gritty kid. He's going to tough anything out, but you don't want him to lose his explosiveness. Give there in the middle, and a wall of blue jerseys will stack up Wyatt Ralston, and he will pick up about a yard. And I think, a Mustang is down with some cramps. This could be a good opportunity for Ronan Ward to maybe loosen up that ankle a little bit. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility, and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
And welcome back in here, Erie Tiger Network. Big third down here, 3rd and 5 for the Tigers. Ward and Tolliver in the backfield. Trips to the near side. Ward, got Ralston to jump. Tigers held their water, and Ralston the encroachment. Nice little smart decision there in the timeout by the Coach Skip Harrison, and a freebie first down. That's one way to do it. Especially you have Ralston wanting to blitz on 3rd down, and, well, they were antsy. A little too antsy that time. So Tigers will swap out some personnel here. And a timeout taken by the Mustangs. 6:45 left, as they didn't like their personnel matchups or something. They wanted a timeout. So we'll stick right here under a cloudless night.
Beautiful night for football.
I mean, perfect. By the way, our Moonalistics trivia question of the game. The Tigers kicked a 34-yard field goal last October the 13th. It wasn't actually the 13th. It was back in 2022. A 55-13 win over Silver Creek on October the 13th, 2022. So I told you it's been a while.
Absolutely. Must have been Caleb Harner getting that field goal.
Caleb on the traveling roster. By the way, huge shout out to the Harners for setting us up with a hot spot. Give to Tolliver, nice cut against the grain. Tolliver playing pinball off the opponents, and man, he can cut on a dime, and his acceleration insane as he picks up 11.
Just get the ball in his hands, and he'll take it where it needs to go.
So 1st and 10 here for the Tigers. 11-yard run there. Thank you, Mr. Carpenter, for the stat. Ward will run it behind Tolliver and will push his way for a 5-yard pickup there. Tiger front, I think, was displeased. I know Cash Rhodes, we might see him a little bit throughout the year on the ETN. He said, I don't like how I played last week. So taking it a little bit personally there was Cash. And so I know this line feels like they got something to prove. Give to Tolliver, patient running, and then puts his head down and plunges his way forward for a 4-yard pickup.
About a yard short of the first down. This may be Carson Hagman time. If you get what I'm saying.
3rd and 1 here for Erie. They're going to dial up a pass, and Ward loses his footing as he tried to roll. Now he throws it off his back foot, incomplete. And Ward a little bit shaken up as he also got some extracurricular activity. And so on 4th and it's a yard and a half, maybe almost 2. They're going to go for it. Not sure what Erie had dialed up, but Ronan just lost his footing and kind of blew up the play on accident. Ronan under center. It's that wishbone formation, the 3-headed monster back there for Erie. They're going to give it to Tolliver, and he's dropped in the backfield. No one stopped him, and just shooting back there and making a big stop was Brody Schaefer, the linebacker, and a loss for Erie and a turnover on downs. Missed assignment there.
Yeah, play was absolutely blown up from the beginning. No chance for Tolliver. This Erie defense let up a touchdown last time, but have an opportunity to make up for it right now. Wyatt Ralston going to get his first snaps at safety tonight, subbing in for Braylon Tolliver.
Yeah, if you are the Ralston coaches, you saw Tolliver check out after he got taken down behind the line of scrimmage. You might target Wyatt just because he hadn't taken a snap out on defense tonight. You want to test him.
Targeting Wyatt would be a mistake. Handoff quickly taken down by Lincoln Hagman, a pickup of 3 on the play. Tigers always there. They try to limit plays as much as possible. I've given up a couple big ones tonight, but that's just about it from the Erie defense.
So 2nd and about 8 here for the Mustangs. Andrews again. Oh, a false start. Yep. A little bit jumpy that time was Brady Warren.
Going to move him back 5 yards and make it 2nd down and just over 10 yards.
Seems like every penalty in this game has been an offensive penalty tonight.
Got to get those week 1 jitters out of the way.
2nd and 12. I thought that might be one area where Erie has an advantage, is they've played a game and worked out some of those procedural kinks. Andrews, well, he's going to be flushed, almost stripped. Hageman tried to punch the ball out. Andrews ended up getting about 2 yards, but a hold way back in the backfield. The Tigers were trying to come around the edge, and they're going to call a hold, I think, on that right tackle there for Ralston.
Gio got right around the edge there. Tackle had nothing to do but hold. And Carson Hagman so quick to the ball. Quarterback probably didn't even see him.
Holding, offense number 78. That's 10 yards from the previous spot. We play 7-1.
2nd and a country mile for Ralston Valley here. I imagine they're going to have to go through the air here.
Might be a country mile, but Ralston has had some big plays tonight. You've got to mind your P's and Q's. By the way, Tolliver back out there on defense. Trips to the far side. Oh, and a movement at the line, a false start. There's maybe some of the rust we talked about, where Andrews, he checked, the receivers were in formation. The receivers kind of wanted to reset, and he never looked back over, and just on different pages there. And that's maybe some of that first game bull junk, if you will.
Absolutely, and Mustangs keep shooting themselves in the feet.
3:22 left to go here in the second quarter. It's a 21-17 Ralston lead. Second and a county. Second and a Walmart to go here for Ralston, and now they'll call a timeout as the play clock almost expired. Ralston a little bit stuck here on this drive, to put it kindly. They gained, 3 yards on that first down, and then it has been ugly for them since. They have had, 3 penalties since that little 3-yard run, and then a timeout to avoid a 4th penalty, almost in a row.
The Erie Tigers just have to take advantage right now. This could be a huge turning point in the game.
Yeah, if you're Erie pass rusher, this is where you gotta force pressure but keep contained.
Quarterback's been elusive all game. I imagine Erie might have a quarterback spy soon.
So 3:04 left to go here in the quarter. Andrews in the shotgun. Tigers playing a little soft here. They will hand it off. Big hole. But if you're Erie, that was almost a strip there. Ashley Pierce cleaning up. You could afford a decent little chunk run there. That was a pickup of about 12, but only about a third of a Walmart. So 3rd and 17.
Lincoln Hagman came off the field limping. Replaced by number 37, Mason Schneiker.
Snap, looking, deep out of the reach. By the way, Mike, we just had multiple texters say, hey, wait a minute, there was a 30-yard field goal last week. Shows how bad our memory is. And Mike Baselli saying, Hoffman had a 43-yard field goal last year. All right, so you know what? We're sorry. We have limited internet here. All of our internet resources going toward streaming this game. 4th and 1,000,000, and Ralston will punt this. High spiraling punt. Gonna be, oh no, it hit Tolliver's helmet, and Tolliver, did he jump on it? I'm not sure. I don't think he did. He fell down as he was trying to back up, and it hit his helmet. That is unfortunate. Luckily, Erie fell on it. That was Tolliver that got back up. He jumped over a man, fell on the ball, and recovered it for Erie. That was some hustle. And it was a good play and a bad play all at once. It was a play that would make Etienne Follies, and it was a play that would be an all-time hustle play. So making amends within one play as Tolliver. 2:08 remaining. Tigers will have 93 yards to go here as they'll start it back on their own 7. The scoreboard operator has given up placing the ball on the scoreboard. Oh, goodness. Ward in the shotgun. I believe that is Lusk flanking him. There's a give to Lusk. Oh, Lusk. You had an unstoppable force meet an immovable object right there, and you had an explosion. 2 yards to 1 yard past the line of scrimmage.
Under 2 minutes to go here. The Tigers really need to get moving if they're trying to score before the half.
This is one of those where you kind of want to go fast, but you have to get a first down. Nice little quick operation there. It's Donovan O'Brien. He's face up, and when he's face up, he's dangerous. Man, you don't want him turning around, running at you. And a nice little pitch and catch there from the 9 all the way up to the 27. Pickup there of 18 from Ward O'Brien. A pass out to the near side, and that's just at the feet of Owen Collard. 1:22 left on the clock. So 2nd and 10 for Erie. Trailing by 4 here late in the half. Ward takes the snap. He's going to run draw with Lusk. Lusk changes direction across the 35, and he's cut down as he nears the 40. A solid run there for Gavin. A pickup there of, about 13 all the way up to the 40. Tigers trying to go quickly now, minute 8. Ward's going to roll the pocket to the near side. He's got plenty of time. No one's open, though, so he'll pull it down and chase out of bounds. And a pickup there of a couple yards. We'll spot him at the 43. 1:01 on the clock. Ward takes the snap, looks, quick turnaround, pitch and catch, and Dylan Fireball will scoot out of bounds. I marked him back a yard further than I thought. We'll mark him out at the 46, a 3-yard pickup.
Under a minute to go here. Trips to the left for Erie. Gavin Lusk in the backfield.
Yeah. Big 3rd down. Ward, shotgun, looking, pumps. Now he's going to throw it on the pump and go and overshot his man. He was trying to hook up there with Steven's staff on a pump and go. He almost hesitated a hair too long. And either that or different pages there. Not quite sure what happened, but 4th and 5. And I think if you're Erie, the wind, by the way, is starting to pick up. You can hear that in our mic. Not really where you want to go for it and give Ralston great field position. Too much time left. That's almost one where I think, man, that's a tough one. You want to be aggressive. You're taking a shot. If you run it, you force Ralston to use their last timeout. Maybe, you go either way with that one. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for Erie.
Yes, timeout by Ralston Valley here. They have tons of options here. I mean, the run game has been pretty effective. Some highs and lows from that running game. Could be interesting to try to run down that clock. Maybe the possibility of a fake punt here.
Sometimes they give Carson that option to have a fake punt, and it's actually Ronan Ward that's back there to punt it. I don't know if anyone notices that. Hopefully they're not listening, and they will motion in. So here Erie's going to go for it. I don't know if Ralston was ready for that or not. Ward will motion Lusk in. They will run it, and he will punt it. Nice little, I like that. What a punt, too. That's going to trickle, trickle, trickle inside the 10, down to the 5. John Elway or Ronan Ward?
It appears Carson Hagman has gotten his punter spot taken by Ronan Ward. Excellent punt there inside of the 10. Ralston Valley not in a great position to go down and try to get some more points.
So what an executed punt there by Ronan. Nice fun little wrinkle there from Erie. And the Mustangs. Now is the Mustangs. You called a timeout. You feel like you want to be aggressive. You have no timeouts. Now you're backed up. So a mistake is critical if you make one. But you might also try and get a big play in there. You've had a few tonight. You got single coverage on the outside right now. They will hand it off, though. Good little broken tackle there by Diebel, and then he stood and let the cavalry ride. All he did there was he wrapped up the ball and was like, I'm going to take a hit, but I'm going to take a hit without going out of bounds, and I'm going to not fumble.
Ralston Valley just trying to get to the half here in what has been a very, very long half.
2nd and 9, and I think Ralston just going to take this to the locker room. They will get the ball to start half number 2. We will give Maisie a break. She's been a trooper here in this first half. At the end of one half of play, it's the Ralston Valley Mustangs 21, the Erie Tigers 17.
Off the season celebrating 35 years of serving our local community. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a do-it-yourself project. At Budget Home Supply, we value a more personal relationship with our customers. Hey, Ernest.
Hey, Vern.
Whether you have a project in your kitchen or bathroom, a new outside deck, or just some general home improvements, indoors or out, come on down to Budget Home Supply.
I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Jeannie Hulse in Erie today.
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
We are strong and we'll get through this together, but these are stressful times. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, and know that you are not alone. Visit wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You are watching the ETN. You are watching the ETN.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird, Baylor Adams here with you at halftime. Let's go over some of the numbers. These have to be the most unofficial numbers I have ever had. Sometimes on the scoreboard they put the ball on the yard line. They were changing it so fast at the start of the game, and then they stopped doing it. And I kept looking back to reference and realized I forgot what yard line they were on, so we're probably way off here on some numbers. But I have Zeke Andrews, 136 yards passing through the air, 117 on the ground for Ralston Valley as a team, 116 alone for Bryson Diebel. And let me tell you, he has 79 of those on one run. Otherwise, he has 37 yards, only 38 on the ground. That would be a 2.5-yard average. That's great run defense. Just that one big run makes it a 7.3 average. That's going to sting in the stat book for a while. Couple big catches by Liam Beatty. Nico Bolano with a 5-yard touchdown catch. 3 catches by Brady Warren for 23 yards. For the Erie Tigers, Ronan Ward, he threw 10 passes, 80 yards. Tigers 89 yards on the ground. 21 by Lusk, 116 by Braylon Tolliver, 37 by Ronan Ward, 18 by Wyatt Walston. And let's see, Donovan O'Brien, I think, he got in on that action too. He may have had, did he have a big carry of 28 yards on a little jet sweep?
I think so.
He might have, and so that would be 34. That'd be 89 on the ground for the Tigers. And I'm actually not sure if that's correct at all, but like I said, they're very, very unofficial stats. Well, Baylor, thoughts just reflecting on those stats?
I think the first half just really comes down to two things, and it's the big plays and the penalties. Erie's given up 2 massive plays, and that changes the score from 21 points to 7 points. Other than that, excellent run defense, excellent way of getting to the ball and getting stops. They just got to stop allowing big plays. And the penalties, mostly on Ralston Valley's side, I mean, that one drive was completely taken over because of, was it 3 penalties and a timeout? Second half going to get started here in 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Tigers will be kicking and Ralston Valley will be on the receiving end.
Yeah, we still got a little ways to go. Here's the Ralston band performing here. By the way, I think we mentioned it earlier this game. Thank you to the Harner family for lending us their hotspot for the week. They've done that a few times throughout the years, really almost probably about 10 times now throughout the years during some critical road games that we just wouldn't have the internet to stream at some of these places. Jeffco, they can't allow us to get on the district internet. That is actually normal for almost every district. So I tell you what, it's getting harder and harder to stream road games these days with Wi-Fi security, more media at games, schools starting their own streams. So it's possible that this year you may not quite see us at every road game, or at least doing video at every road game, but we'll try to manage what we can. Also, a huge shout out to Maisie Barksdale today. You know what? She is trying to keep the camera as steady as she can without a tripod because some idiot bonehead teacher forgot to pack one in his car. We won't mention any names, but he's talking to you right now. So that's the situation there. We're going to take another timeout here. We're actually just going to mute our mics for a little bit here on the Erie Tiger Network.
You are watching the ETN.
Do you want a better smile, have a broken bracket, or are you a teenager in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. They are located in Louisville and Erie. Caraway Orthodontics supports Erie High School and its community. Come in and gain a beautiful smile for children, teens, and adults. They also provide Invisalign. Call this number 303-828-0454 or go to carawayortho.com.
You know that feeling you get when your life is about to change? It's terrifying, sure, but isn't it exciting? You may not know with certainty what lies ahead, but that's what makes life, well, life. And even when the scene in the rear view is hard to leave behind, take a deep breath, hold on tight, and remember, there's no better way to move than forward.
Jeff Foxworthy here. You know, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service, We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
Kicking off the season celebrating 35 years of serving our local community. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a do-it-yourself project.
And welcome back in to a beautiful evening here in Arvada at NAC, the Northern Area Athletic Complex here. I know just across the way there was a flag football game a little bit earlier. And under the lights here, we are midway through this game. We were a little bit premature there. So I always forget that there's like halftime and then there's a 3-minute warm-up period, and both teams are warming up before the warm-up period, so we were ready, but they're not. So we'll have to podcast a little bit, I guess. Well, this gives us time to tell you to like this video, subscribe to the Erie Tiger Network. If you ever want a notification when the games happen, you should hit that notification icon, and every time we go live, you'll be notified, and you'll never miss a Tiger game ever. And if you follow us on social media, Instagram, X, and Facebook, you will hopefully get some posts. Start of the year, we have a new social media team coming at you this year, so I know that you'll start seeing more and more posts as we get into school. You got to remember, Erie Tiger Network, we have between the two classes that are just dedicated to only live event streaming, you know, we have about 60 kids. About 40 of those are new every year, and so it takes a little bit to kind of re-get the engine going. And you know, about 10 of the 20 that come back are still in a summer mindset. So, oh man. So it takes a little bit to kind of re-get everything going, and it doesn't help that I'm gone half that time coaching the golf team. So, unique setup here on the ETN, but this is our 9th year doing this. What a pleasure it's been. What a year last year was. Baylor, maybe from a student's perspective, you can fill me in, but I mean, it's rare to get to watch a team that you follow win a state championship. To see that happen at the school 4 times, but, you know, twice with broadcasts, that's fun.
Absolutely. I mean, from a student standpoint, it's that winner's mentality, that Erie mentality. Just special season last year all across athletics, especially in football.
So the Tigers set to kick this one deep. The wind picked up there right at the end of the second quarter. It's kind of died down here during halftime. We'll see if it picks back up. I tell you what, people always think that their town is just about the most windy town in Colorado. I only lived in Arvada for about a year, and I've lived out on the plains in Sterling. I've lived in Colorado Springs, Boulder, now Erie. I think Arvada might get the most wind, so I'm a little surprised it's not a bit windier here. At least northwestern Arvada. And the kick is up, and it will be a couple yards deep and a touchback here. So Ralston will start at 1st and 10 from the 20 here. Ralston, gotta love the color scheme. I like that dark blue on light blue. But not sure about the powder or light blue helmets. I don't know. Could go either way on that. I don't think you liked them so much.
Yeah, not a huge fan. Have so much potential with that color scheme and could be executed better.
Well, there you go. That was Baylor and I's podcast there for about 4 minutes. 1st and 10 here for the Mustangs. They'll come out empty set with Andrews in the backfield. Motion to a quad set over there. They'll throw a screen. It's blown up by Owen Collard, and then he got the business after he blew it up. But I tell you what, that's the second time tonight they have thrown a screen the direction of Owen Collard. He's put that on film twice tonight. We may not see another screen on his side of the field as the overhang safety again the rest of the season. Goodness. 2nd and 10. You mentioned his work ethic. He wasn't on our radar last year as a sophomore. Talking to the coaches this year, they're like, he is a special athlete. It's like, well, where was he last year? Now they're going to throw a BB over the middle, and Zeke trying to hook up on kind of the, what is that, the bang 8 route or the skinny post there to Brady Warren and just overshot him.
Donovan O'Brien on the coverage there. The first drive of the second half. Not off to a great start for Ralston Valley.
Third and 10. Man, the Tigers would love a 3 and out if they could get one. Zeke in the shotgun. Hard count. Now he'll peek into the sideline. Tell you what, Tigers calling a timeout there. Coach Graff saw something he didn't like, and he kind of has some freedom there to take a timeout should one be warranted. And that's a tough timeout to take. You want to keep those in your pocket when you're trailing in the second half. And on 3rd and 10, man, that must have been something he did not like to see. And Coach Graff, he's a fiery fellow.
Yes, very fiery, very energetic, amazing coach. And I mean, if he had to take a timeout early in the second half, there was something that could have resulted in a touchdown for Ralston Valley. Timeouts are worth a whole heck of a lot less than points.
I have probably heard from about half a dozen players this year. They say Coach Graff might be the best defensive coordinator in Colorado. Unsolicited. So Coach Graff definitely a guy that rallies the troops for sure to buy into his system. See if they can come through for him here on 3rd and 10. Two by two, the set here. They have a little exchange route, and the defender fell down. That was Fireball. And a big pickup there for Brady Warren. He gets a first down. Pickup of 19 yards up to the 39.
Kyler Campbell, like a bullet out of a gun, just blew up the running back on that play. And there was a hit on the quarterback. Doesn't seem to be two-faced, though, and delivered a nice throw over the middle.
1st and 10 here. Give on the stretch. Tigers trying to hold the edge. That was Sama, and a face mask is going to be called. And the near side linesman had it. But not just him. The back judge threw a flag that sailed 40 yards through the air. And so that's going to be a 1st and 10 for Ralston. Man, that's a bummer. You had a 3rd and 10, and you called a timeout. And really, Andrews, again, he has bought time in the pocket. He has been accurate with his throws on sometimes his not primary read. And that has kept the chains moving for the Mustangs. So 1st and 10 now on the Erie side of the field at their 44.
For touchdown penalties at halftime, you just can't have them. Just can't have mistakes like that.
There's a snap. It's the read and the keeper for Andrews. First time we've really seen him do that tonight, and nobody for Erie accounted for the quarterback. And that's about the easiest 18 yards you're going to see. Fourth run of the night for Andrews, only 14 yards. Now trips to the far side. Ralston really likes to spread it out when they're on one of the hashes and overload the wide side of the field. Little speed option pitch. Dybel has the corner, almost could have gotten a hold out there as Dono tried to jiggle free from the receiver, but another nice pickup. A pickup of 12 by Dybel. So 1st and 10, and the Mustangs really moving the ball now. Minute into this third quarter.
Marching the ball right down the field to open up this second half. Erie needs to come up with something here.
1st and 10. Andrews runs read, keeps it, gets beyond Ralston, and is that Collard? Man, he is just hard to bring down. He was finally cleaned up as he neared the goal line. In pursuit there was Gregor Oxiger. And Andrews got that all the way down to the 1. So runs of 18, 12, and 11, the last 3 carries for Ralston after being pretty well shut down in that first half. They have 3 of their 4 longest runs in this game on this drive alone. 1st and 10, and flags are flying at the line of scrimmage. Offside on Erie. And a player is shaken up for Ralston. I think that might be Dybel. He got a carry and he got hit hard, and that's one of those where he might have heard the whistle and pulled up, and the Erie guy had too much momentum because that was kind of a late whistle. I mean, there was a massive humanity colliding in there before players realized that the play was dead.
Erie just playing through the whistle there.
Playing through the
end of the whistle.
Echo of the whistle. Oh, man. I hate to see that. Well, while Dybel is down, we will step aside here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Kicking off the season celebrating 35 years of serving our local community. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a do-it-yourself project. At Budget Home Supply, we value a more personal relationship with our customers. Hey, Ernest.
Hey, Vern.
Whether you have a project in your kitchen or bathroom, a new outside deck, or just some general home improvements, indoors or out, come on down to Budget Home Supply.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Jeannie Hulse in Erie today.
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has a...
And welcome back in. Dybel is being helped off the field. He is real ginger. Man, you hate to see that. I know this is the Erie Tiger Network. I mean, I don't care if they're Montrose players. You don't want to see that. But especially high school kids. And the Ralston coach is fired up. He's not happy that Dybel got hurt after a whistle. But that was just kind of a freak thing, you know. So first and goal from the half-yard line. Handoff up the middle. And pretty easy there that time. Walking in there was Colton Strutman. And the 1-yard run is a touchdown. And I think there's an exchange of some words there in the middle. And an Erie Tiger is also shaken up. And I can't, that's a cramp it looks like. That's the good news. You know, the cramps, guys got to be drinking water all week. No soda, all right? No soda. Well, this game is already at a snail's pace, and it is approaching 8:48. I tell you what, last year I think about half the games were over by now, or about to be. And we have almost the entire rest of this quarter to go with 10:41 on the clock. Mustangs take a 10-point lead after the touchdown, and they're waiting for their extra point. And they're trying to stretch the player out for a cramp on the field, and this is taking a little while.
Must be a really, really bad cramp. Gavin Lusk.
Gavin Lusk cramping up. And he's hobbling too. One of those cramps that you might be sore from just the muscle cramping a couple days from now. It's cramping so hard. Ugh. $3 a.m. in the middle of your sleep. Tell you what, that'll give you a whole new jolt way to wake up if you haven't experienced that one yet. All right, here's the extra point. Snap good, hold good, kick is up, and it is good. Both kickers have been true tonight. An 11-point lead for the Mustangs, 2 possessions here. Tigers, it was that 3rd and 10, and since then, knocked the foundation out of this defense a little bit on that drive. They looked pretty stout those first 2 plays, and then tough sledding the rest of the way.
Yes, and that's going to go down as a huge play in this game. A 3rd and 10 conversion on a drive that led to a touchdown.
So Erie has got to find a way to punch it in the end zone here, I think. You can't let Ralston get the ball back up 11 when your defense has had a hard time stopping this potent attack.
Crucial drive for the Erie offense. Absolutely must come up with some points here.
So 10:41 left to go here in the 3rd. We have yet to see an Erie kick return tonight, and you have 2 explosive, dynamic playmakers back there. The wind kind of at our backs, at least up here. So more of a crosswind. And this one is going to be returnable, taken from the 4 by Tolliver. Tolliver will snake his way across the 30, or across the 20 to the 25, and he was sandwiched pretty hard there at the 29.
This is a must-score drive for Erie. See what Coach Skip decides to dial up here.
So 1st and 10. Ronan Ward in the shotgun. And I think that might be, is that Ralston flanking him? Or no, that is Tolliver. Give to Tolliver, left side, and tried to run through a couple arm tackles. Man, he's so quick that sometimes he is 3-4 yards beyond the line before an arm finally touches him.
His explosiveness is second to none.
2nd and 4 here for Erie. Ward takes the snap. He'll give it to Braylon. Braylon waits through the hole. Now makes a man miss. Still on his feet. And Tolliver, man, he's got some wiggle, some toughness, and some speed. My goodness. And a pickup, decent pickup there of about 17 yards. Once again, very unofficial. Ball spotted at the 48 in Ralston territory. Ward again throws a quick out. That's caught by Dono. He makes a man miss, trying to scoot it up the sideline. Man, you got two real special athletes there in Donovan O'Brien and Braylon Tolliver, and Tigers trying to lean on them right now.
They are putting their footprint all over this game. And a great ball by Ronan, getting that ball out on time.
Second and 2. Ward takes the snap, gives it to Tolliver. Big hole there for Tolliver. Stutters, cuts his way up over the numbers across the 30 down to the 29. So again, Tolliver picking up yards in chunks here. Ronan Ward, the quarterback who can do it all, tying Braylon Tolliver's shoe right now. Tigers quickly to the line. 2 wide set. They've got a couple of tight ends. 12 personnel. Don't see that a ton. Handoff. Tolliver. Jump cut in the hole. And he's finally brought backward after a pickup there of about 2. Tolliver's going to get a breath here, and Gavin Lusk back in.
It's got to be tough to see number 7 come off the field, and just when you think you're getting a break, number 3 comes right on in.
What sucks about those cramps is they're liable to pop back up again and again throughout the game. Nice little RPO slant there to Donovan O'Brien, and a nice read, pitch, and catch there of 10 yards from Ward to Dono. Man, that is good execution on the RPO. And that's Ronan's strength. Last year, I mean, with Blake, a lot more QB power because just of who Blake is. A lot more, I'm going to scramble until the biggest possible play happens, and I'm going to create magic and score a touchdown. With Ronan, a different pacing to the offense. You have a ball that gets out of the hand really fast. You have a really clean operation. You're never going to see Ronan make 7 men miss in the backfield, stiff arm 2 guys, ninja kick another guy, throw it 60 yards across his body the wrong way to an open receiver for a touchdown. But you are going to see an offense that looks like a well-oiled machine.
Yes, that ball comes out quick and accurate. Does not miss many throws.
So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. This time you have Tolliver split out wide right. Single coverage on him. Let's see what Ronan does here. He'll actually motion him in. And a false start, I think, jumpy, one of the Tigers. I didn't see who it was, but it didn't matter because it happened, and every single Mustang on the field saw who it was. So 1st and 15 here. And Erie says, you know what, let's just run the play again. So Tolliver out wide. I bet they'll motion him in here. Nope, they won't. And they'll throw the fade route. Oh, it kind of got caught up in the wind and a little too far for O'Brien, who was emerging wide open. Ronan tried to put some air under it. It was a heck of a route. As he initially threw it, I thought it was on the money, and the wind is picking up. I think it kind of helped that ball sail a little bit.
I think that single coverage on Donovan O'Brien, that will not last long. That was a pristine route. He had yards of separation on his defender.
Dono making some plays here. Tigers need a big one here, 2nd and 15. Little rollout, nice pickup on the blitz there. Ronan's going to keep it himself past the original ice cream. Oh man, he got hit way out of bounds. No call.
Extremely late.
Oh, there's the calls, and actually that could be on Erie. But if it is, that would be a little bit pathetic, and another penalty, and that is definitely on Erie. Because I think Coach Geiger picked up that one because there's probably some words spoken. But I tell you what, Ronan Ward was 2 full steps out of bounds. He got shoved into the freaking track, and it's going to be Erie that collects the calls.
That's absurd. I mean, you just can't make that call as the ref. You have to make the late hit call. He's way out of bounds and just unacceptable from Ralston Valley.
All right, let's throttle back, Mr. Bird. Come on, chill out. We look at things through Erie Tiger colored glasses. Sorry to get worked up there, Baylor. Want to see our school. We teach at, we live in this community. Want to see him do well here on the ETN. I just felt a bit imbalanced there on that. If that is the call, that's the other thing. We actually still don't know the call yet.
Refs are still talking.
I'm pretty sure that Erie is going to get at least one of those, especially on the hat throw, because there were only Erie players and coaches surrounding the official, and that was the second penalty when the ref throws his hat after the play. That's 2 penalties on him. Yeah, 2 dead ball fouls on Erie. They called a late hit out of bounds on Cole Powell.
That's insane. You can't get mad at him. I mean, he's protecting his quarterback. That was late hit.
The Erie fans are going to let this officiating crew hear some things that probably shouldn't be heard for a high school official that's not getting paid a whole lot. But come on, I mean, Erie just got backed up an entire half of the football field. They've got to get to the 8-yard line to get a first down. It's 3rd and 38. I mean, okay. This might be they'll draw the pass interference makeup call play. I don't even know. This whole drive derailed by that sequence. They'll do the throwback screen to Sama. Sama has for a moment there, it looked like he had a lane, and that was an excellent tackle in open field by Aiden Gee. That stopped what could have been a real big gain.
I like that play call a lot, expecting just everything downfield on a 3rd, and if a country mile was 15, I can't imagine what kind of a mile that was.
Well, this is going to be a punt by Ronan Ward because I don't think you can go for it on 4th and 2 Walmarts.
If it is a play, it may be Donovan O'Brien time.
And Ralston, are they going to burn the time? No. Okay, why? Okay. Whoever's responsible for that timeout, what are you doing? Take the delay of game. It's 5 yards on 4th and 30. Who cares if it's 4th and 35? You're going to have to punt anyway.
Exactly.
Do not burn that timeout. Same thing last night. Colorado Buffaloes. Shadur checking into a pass. Do I need to be a game management expert? These coaches spend too much time watching film, not enough time playing Madden. That's the thing right there. Oh, man. Coach Geiger, this is because you give me so much crap about golf. I got to give it right back to you. No, Coach Geiger, man, he is one of the greatest guys in the building, and he's a heck of a coach. But it's fun to kind of rib them back a little bit for sure. Offside, the call? Jeez. This is painful.
We will be lucky to get out of here by midnight.
It's 7:06 left in the third quarter. Good grief. This game might not end.
Secondary playing way back.
The Tigers are going for it here. They're going to go Hail Mary into the end zone. You could have called PI there.
There it is.
There
Late flag. Late flag.
The Tigers draw an interference call in the end zone. Now the question is, in high school, I believe it's still only 15, and it's not an auto first. So on 4th and, what is that? They got to get to the 8. The ball's at the 29, so it's 21. 15-yarders, so that's going to make it 4th and 6, I think.
Definitely in field goal range.
But now you have a couple options. You're in field goal range, A, and B, you could potentially go for it here. This has been a clown car of a series. What's coming out of the clown car next?
No Mason Guven on the field. It appears Erie will be going for it.
Tigers they don't have the right personnel, and luckily there's 30 seconds left on the play clock because they cannot afford to take their third timeout. We're not even halfway through this quarter. Well, you know what? The coaches said, hey, Mr. Madden playing NCAA football, playing wannabe coach up in the press box. This is why we call timeout, so we can give ourselves a chance to go for it. Ward takes the snap, rolls, fires against the grain, caught by Sema into the end zone for a Tiger touchdown on 3rd and 300. The Tigers strike back to score a touchdown. Holy cow! Gabe Sema, his second of the night on a BB from Ronan Ward on 4th and 6. And what an insane sequence we just witnessed.
Have to give credit to Gavin Luss for obliterating the edge rusher on that play. Sent him flying to the ground. And Gabe with his second touchdown of the day. Erie down by 5 now, awaiting the extra point or 2-point try.
Credit to Gabe, credit to Coach Geiger. I think he said, hey, broadcasters, stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Because good grief, we were just showing up here in the broadcast booth. We don't even know what we're talking about. Oh, my goodness. Well, the Tigers were down by 11, so this is kind of prime 2-point conversion opportunity here, and they like to run them anyway. So I think 75% chance we see one. In fact, I don't even see Guven on the field, so I think they're just straight up running offensive play here. So 2-point conversion. Tolliver in motion. Ward's going to roll. He's going to throw the flat route, and did Tolliver? He did.
He reached over.
He caught it and reached over. What a heady play by just a phenomenal player.
Braylon Tolliver is having himself a night.
So 28-25, 6:52 left. We still have, tell you what, if you are a marathon runner like Mrs. Fox, you've only run right now about 15 miles of the 26 you have to go. That's a lot of miles to run. You still got 11 more left. And that's what this game feels like right now. So Mason Guven set to kick this one, as it is 9:06. We kind of teased this last week against Brighton, that we said the days, and of course we ate those words last week because the running clock happened first play into the second half. We said the days of games ending before 9 o'clock are over, as the Tigers move up to 5A. And, well, you can see why now. We will be lucky to be done at 10:30 at this rate. So 1st and 10 here for Ralston. See if the Tiger defense has found a little adjustment here.
Erie sideline getting loud here, feeling the energy.
Andrews in the shotgun. He's going to throw that little bubble again. That has not worked for Ralston. Plus, I think there was a hold on Ralston. That back judge threw the flag. I think they're going to get a receiver for holding. And that's just a play. Maybe they're trying to set something up for later, like maybe a double pass. But
just looks like Erie's been watching their film. They know that play's coming.
Erie is 3 for 3 on defending any type of bubble screen to the trip side. As you think about it, they're on the far hash. I mean, that's almost a 35-yard throw to throw it behind the line of scrimmage. And when you have a quick defense, you got good safeties and some quick corners, Tigers good to defend that. Now 2 by 2 the wideouts go in a stack formation. Andrews takes a snap. He gives it up the middle.
Carson Hagman meets him right up the middle and pounds him into the ground. That is an explosive play from Carson Hagman.
That tackle firing up Baylor.
Did not mean to cut you off there.
No, love it. Got the passion out of the color announcer. First time we've had a color announcer. Well, I'm probably going to eat my words. I'm sure someone's about to text me. Hey, Mr. Bird, don't you remember the time? I was going to say, Baylor, first time we've had a color announcer wear his jersey into the broadcast booth. Now a deep throw, wide open. Another bust in coverage and another huge play. And a Ralston player spiked it. That could have almost been a penalty there.
Not sure what happened there. Just wide open receiver downfield.
So a 50-yard pass play. And the Tigers have been stung on some big pass plays tonight. 25, 83, and 50, some of the big pass plays. They'll run it again here on the edge. Big hole, nice cut, a good tackle by Oxiger. Gregor Oxiger in there. He's an ETN student. I don't know what happened. We used to never have football players in ETN classes, and now I can't keep them out. Giving them too much leeway, I think. Andrews fires down the sideline and well out of bounds. Coverage on the play that time applied by Zeke Mulvaney.
Really good coverage from Unk there, as we like to call him.
Zeke, he is a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan. And boy, did he like to give me grief about my Colorado Buffaloes. 2nd and 10. Andrews checks the play. Looking wide, firing the slant, and bobbled and dropped. Well, we've seen Drew Gates have a 50-yard catch, and that one went through the wickets.
Steven's staff let him up. Very hard to come down with the catch being hit that hard.
Yeah, got hit, and his head did the old Merton Hanks move. For any of you older millennials out there that watched football in the 90s, might know what I'm talking about. 3rd and 10. Andrews, it's a screen pass. The Tiger line read it, but too late. It was well executed. As every lineman got 2 steps beyond the offense line, they all realized collectively, we got to get back. Just a hair too late and well executed. Tell you what, that pass was an eyelash away from being beyond the line of scrimmage, and almost could have been called a legal man downfield had it. 1st and 11, or 1st and goal rather, from the 10. Thought that was initially at the 11. Tigers have got to find a stop. This Ralston Valley offense has been creative, and they have executed well tonight. Handoff right side, Tigers. Good penetration initially off the edge. I think that was Gianpietro. He got around the tackle and was actually on his knees holding his ground as the running back kind of just ran right toward him. That is a big loss for Ralston, not having Diebel back there. As Stratman, the running back. Andrews looks, fires, it's the whip route again, and missed his intended target, and the receiver caught a big shot. That was Nico Benalo trying to run that same play they scored on the touchdown, but on the opposite side. And that time the pass overshot him. And the wind's starting to pick up, so that could affect the passing game a little bit here. You feel like the way this game has gone, if it's harder to pass, that might help Erie a little bit. They have been the stronger team on the ground tonight, while Ralston's been the stronger team in the air. 3rd and goal. Andrews looking, being pressured. He's going to roll. Hageman's trying to chase him down. He got to him, and Andrews reached, but he was at about the 3 when he stepped out. He's got long arms, does Andrews.
Long frame. 4th and goal inside of the 5. This is a humongous play. If Erie can get a stop here, that will be massive.
Well, 3:10 left to go here in the quarter. I think Ralston's going for it. 4th and goal from the 3. This could be a pivotal moment. Mark this one down. 3:10 left to go in the 3rd, and Ralston's going to call a timeout to avoid a delay game. They took a long time to decide and shuttle that play in, and the play clock just ran out of time, and so they want to talk this one over. This has been an unusual game, to say the least. We've seen some crazy games here in our time doing the ETN. Seems like every Montrose game has been off the walls, bonkers. The Chatfield game, that was crazy. This has a different feel. This is like just everything's on the table right now for both teams.
It's almost hard to put into words what the feeling is. It just feels bigger almost.
I'm getting the text. Pick it up. It's bedtime. Yeah, it is well past my children's bedtime, that's for sure. I think Jackie's somewhere here in this stadium. 4th and goal. Andrews in the shotgun. He's got trips to the near side. Tigers singling up. They're really stacking the box here. They're going to throw. Blitz is coming. Throw in the end zone. Caught. No, it's dropped. It is dropped. The Tigers dislodged the ball. They're celebrating. I think that was Carson Hageman that got the paw in there. It looked like it was caught, and as he came to kind of corral it toward his legs, it just squirted out of the mitts, and a turnover there on downs.
Tell you what, our receivers coach, Coach Schuyler, would lose his mind telling the receiver to look to tuck right there, and Carson Hageman dislodging the ball and preventing a touchdown on that play. Excellent awareness.
So a big play there for the Tigers. They trail by 3, 3:04 left in the 3rd quarter as they take over deep in their own territory at the 3. Tigers, they had a lot of different faces there at DB that series, maybe trying to keep some guys fresh. 20 on the play clock here. Ward in the shotgun. It's Tolliver flanking him. They'll switch the side Tolliver is on. Snap, give, Tolliver bamboozled for a loss of almost 2. Ralston teed off on that one. So under 3 minutes to go here in the quarter. Second and, we'll actually give him forward progress to the 2, so 2nd and 11. But a loss of a yard there for Tolliver. Ward in the shotgun again. Tigers might take a deep shot here. They were singling on the outside. High snap, slant, bobbled, but Dono able to hold on. He took a healthy shot as he got cut down about a yard short of the line to gain, but a 10-yard pickup. That almost looked like it might have been tipped. 3rd and 1.
Short yardage, baby. You know what time it is.
It's volcano time. There's the handoff, and it's Lusk. He's got a big hole. 20, 30, 40. He's got one man to beat with the angle. He chucks him aside to the 20. Touchdown, Lusk. Oh, baby.
Oh, man, Gavin Lusk. What a huge run play all the way to the end zone and throwing a man on his way. Oh, it's breathtaking what we just witnessed.
88 yards with ruthlessness in the middle of that. Gavin Lusk. And the Tigers take the lead. 1:32 remaining here in the half. That's going to go on the highlight reel. We thought we might not see Gavin after he got the cramp of the century, and that kick is up, and it is good. So, Tigers lead it by 4, 32-28. It's a wild one, a barn burner here in Arvada. We'll take a quick timeout here on the ETN.
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. 1:32 on the clock. Guven is set to kick this one deep. And Mason, I think the wind blowing a little bit that direction. Helping out there. And the Mustangs, I tell you what, it feels like they started this quarter an hour ago in this same spot, 1st and 10 from their own 20 after a touchback. It's 9:20. I don't even know, when did we start the third quarter? It has been the longest quarter I think I can remember, and there's still 92 seconds left. So 1st and 10 here, 4 wide go the Mustangs. Andrews looking, throws the out route, well run route. Ashy Pierce trying to get the tackle, and it was Carson Hageman that ultimately cleaned it up, as that was good, tough running after the catch by Liam Beatty. A 9-yard pickup there.
Pursuit, pursuit, pursuit. Erie preaches that, and they've done a pretty dang good job of it so far today.
2nd and 1. Give in the middle, big hole. Night-night. It is big play-a-palooza here in Arvada. Both offenses striking back and forth. 71 yards by Colton Strotman.
This game feels like whoever has the ball for the last possession is going to come up with the win.
You know, in some ways, with 1:12 left in the third, by the way, in some ways this game might very well come down to the weight room this summer, the conditioning, the commitment to being in shape, because these kids are getting run ragged right now out here. It is a track meet. Coach Havard would be proud of the long distance running that we're seeing tonight. Goodness. So 1:12 left in the quarter. It's a 3-point lead for the Mustangs. And feels a little bit like I'm Bill Murray stuck in Puxatawny, Pennsylvania. Is this quarter ever going to end? I must do something to stop it. It's a fun one. It's definitely not lacking for entertainment. It's not like it's a sloppy, ugly. Yeah. Well, there's a little ugliness in there, but it's been pretty entertaining. Just long.
Just fireworks left and right.
Yeah. Don't blink. Minute 12 remaining here in this contest. If you were wondering, going into the season, does Erie have athletes that can match up in 5A? Well, you're seeing tonight that when Ralston says, hey, check this out, Erie kind of responds and says, yeah, all right, anything you can do, we can do better. And then Ralston responds. This game could come down to who has the ball last. That fourth down stop, though, huge. The Tigers score a touchdown off that. I mean, that flipped the game from bouncing between 1 and 2 possessions to bouncing possessionally back and forth. Sama coming on here. 12 on the play clock. Tigers got to get set. 9 seconds. Ward takes the snap, gives it in the middle, and that one is stuffed. A gain of 1 there, I think, for Gavin Lusk.
Feels like both teams just inch down the field and then we'll break it off for a 75-plus yard touchdown.
Yeah, the rhythm to this has been super disjointed. Ward takes the shotgun snap, rolls, looking well deep, has a man, and undercutting the route. And Tolliver had a man in his lap. Our own Baylor Adams holding his hands up, asking where the penalty is. That was kind of one of those bang-bang where the ball arrived when the defender did. Well, was the defender turned around? No. Had that been a quarter second earlier, that would have been for sure a flag. A lot of time to throw there for Ronan. No one really emerged wide open. 3rd and 9. There's the shotgun snap. A throw over the middle. And Lusk couldn't stay on his feet. If that throw had been out in front of him a little, he was probably off to the races again. Instead, that's going to bring up a 4th and 1. And I bet you the Tigers are going to go. We have seen Ralston twice tonight sell out completely on the run, knife their way into the backfield and get a big stop. 4th and 2. Tigers are going to take this to the 4th quarter. So we're going to start the 4th quarter with a real interesting situation. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back on the Erie Tiger Network. And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. 4th and 2 from their own 28. Tigers are in that volcano formation. This has hurt them once tonight. It's also just scored a touchdown. So it's a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. It's a fake. They read it all the way. Ronan Ward threw it incomplete. That was actually really smart by Ronan Ward. They want an intentional grounding. It shouldn't be intentional grounding. There are plenty of receivers in the area. But turnover on downs. Man, Ralston read that masterfully because you've given it so many times tonight. You had the naked boot drawn up. I kind of like that play call, but 2 Ralston defenders did not bite on a give. That's crazy. Good discipline.
They've seen it go twice, and I mean, yeah, excellent discipline, like you said.
Because it's not like Erie has ever shown that on film. This is the first year we've ever seen this formation. They just anticipated, I guess, wide open. And a pitch and catch and a decent run after the catch there, and another cramp for an Erie player. That's Owen Collard who grabbed his leg. He's, maybe just fixed his sock. It looked like he was cramping up. But a nice little play there of about 12, 14 yards. I've stopped keeping stats. I lost that battle an hour ago.
The game's too intense, too exciting.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Tigers their back's a little bit against the wall here. They got to come up with a defensive play. Weirdly, I don't think there's been a turnover this game. No INTs, no fumbles. That's weird in itself. Stratman, tough running. And he bruises his way for 9 yards. Tiger defense was pretty stout against the run in the first half. There are some pretty sizable holes there. And a face mask to add insult to injury. So 1st and goal now for the Mustangs at the 1.5.
They've stopped them deep in their territory before. Let's see if they can do it one more time.
Gives Stratman, and he walked into the end zone. Tigers front getting pushed around a little bit last couple drives, and now the Mustangs are back out in front by 2 possessions. This is a dicey moment in this game for the Tigers. Because now they are forced to score to keep this a game. Of course, that 3rd quarter, I guess we've already seen it all, so shouldn't be surprised if the lead changes 2 or 3 more times. But for now, it's 11:20 remaining here in this contest, a 10-point lead for the Mustangs after the turnover on downs by Erie.
Upcoming must-score possession for the Tigers. I feel like I've said that about 4 different times today.
Yeah. We're running out of words. We've hit our word count for sure. If you've ever used ChatGPT before, it'll be like, hey, you've had enough for today. You need to wait a few hours before you come back. So the Tigers ready to receive a kick. And it's Lusk back there with Donovan. In fact, I don't know if we seen, Braylon, right? Since the 2-point conversion. Low kick, bounce. Dono's going to pick it up. A little bit of running room, but excellent coverage by Ralston. Right now, Ralston has not only taken the lead on the scoreboard, but they've wrestled away momentum here. They have a little bit more pep to their step than Erie does right now.
This Erie offense has been effective so far. Now they just need to play their best football.
So Ward out there. Looks like Tolliver is flanking him. They're going to give it. Braylon tried to make a man miss near the line of scrimmage and squeezed his way for 5 yards. Wouldn't be the worst thing to have a not too long of a drive because it's a 2-possession game, but have a drive that gives the defense a little bit of a breather. 2nd and 5. Ward over the middle, Sama with the catch. And man, how about Gabe Sama tonight? Making his debut. Not able to play last week, a little bit banged up. He was pretty excited, knew he was going to be able to play this week. Tell you what, heck of an athlete in the middle of the field. And Ward has found a nice little target there working over the middle. Snap, roll. It's the screen pass to Tolliver. That was Redwell, and Ronan just threw it away. Smartly thrown away because of how the screen developed. Nope, they will call an illegal man downfield. I guess I was a little bit mixed up there. I wasn't sure if that ball needed to be touched to be called an illegal man downfield. There's some nuance in the rules, and you know, as much as I watch football and have a fairly decent understanding, there are still things beyond the edges of my knowledge in the rule book. Okay, out of the pocket. Okay, that's not even the linesman's call, and he threw it because clearly the Mustang coaching staff in that linesman ear. That's intentional grounding. They talked about it. They got it right. Give to Lusk. Stutter at the line. Burst to the outside. Breaks a tackle. Lost some tough running. They're going to say his knee hit the ground a yard short. Tell you what, this has been one weird little weakness tonight in the Tigers game. 3rd and 1s, 4th and 1s. I'm not sure we'll see that little wishbone formation again tonight. That has resulted in the play of the night for the Tigers, a 90-yard or 88-yard run. It's also cost them dearly twice. Gianpietro out there right now at tight end. 3rd and 2. Ronan takes it, drops back, has Tolliver on the post. He's held, and there's the flag. I was about to say there was a clear jersey pull, and the back judge never threw the flag. Luckily, both side judges did. But another man is down, another penalty, 10 minutes left in this game. I'd say the Tigers down 2 scores are running out of time, but we are stuck in an alternate reality where the play clock is, or excuse me, the game clock is moving at half the speed.
It's a 15-yard penalty. Result of the play is the first down.
So pass interference ultimately the call. And a Mustang down. We will step aside here on the ETN.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
We are strong and we'll get through this together, but these are stressful times. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, and know that you are not alone. Visit wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird, Baylor Adams here with you. 10:01 remaining, and the shaken up player for Ralston is Ethan Shirazi, who is in on the coverage, and they were stretching him out like he was cramping, but he's limping off the field like it's more than a cramp, so I'm not sure what happens. Hopefully he's all right. We have not seen their starting running back re-enter the game at all. We assume that he is out of the game. That is Dybel. Handoff there to Luss. Started going backward. Now cut back to the inside and got back to maybe the line of scrimmage. Play was kind of blown up there. Couple Erie linemen too almost held. You saw some hands go up in the air like, I'm not holding, I'm not holding. Second and a whisker more than 10. Ralston in the slot. It's Lusk, the running back. Tolliver, the other slot. High snap, good catch there by Ronan. He's going to dial up a deep ball, and Donovan O'Brien was knocked to the turf. No call.
Yeah, knocked to the turf about 2 seconds before the ball got to him, so not sure why there isn't a flag on that play.
That almost did look like Donovan as he tried to adjust, because that ball kind of, the wind's starting to pick up, and as he adjusted, it kind of stumbled a little bit. That may not have been a bad call. Hard to tell from our vantage point way up here. Ward will send a man in motion. Looks like they're going to bring pressure. They do. They'll throw the flare pass out to Lusk. He makes a man miss. That was a nifty move. And then he gets cut down after he picks up about 4.
I think this has to be 4 down territory here.
Yeah, this is big for the Tigers. They have had their kind of momentum deflated, and now a 4th and 7. You only have one timeout. You got to convert. And a timeout from Ralston. That is their second timeout.
Timeout, Ralston Valley.
Well, the Tigers have had some unique 4th downs today. A couple 4th and shorts on their own side of the field that they've gone for and gotten stymied. They also went for it on 4th and about 30. They drew a pass interference call. They got it to 4th and about 6. I guess it was 4th and 20. It was 3rd and 38 and turned to 4th and 20, and then that turned into 4th and 6 after a penalty, and they scored on 4th and 6. So, similar situation here. You have 4th and 7, and you got to find a way to convert here.
Single coverage on Dono and Braylon.
And Gavin and Ronan are still talking things over, and the Chad Jameson, our producer here tonight, said the drone is about to run out of battery, and the drone just ran out of battery and fell onto the field. You know, you only got 2 hours and 43 minutes out of the drone flight. Goodness. Ward in the shotgun. Here comes the blitz. Picked up pretty well. Ward fires over the middle. Caught by Tolliver. Makes a man miss inside the 10. Cuts back into the end zone. Touchdown Tigers. Another 4th down touchdown conversion. And just like that, they're right back in this thing.
Braylon Tolliver making play after play. He is having maybe the best night of his career.
What a night it has been for offense. 42-38, 8:32 remaining in this game. And this is the game that will not end. Someone cue lamb chop. High snap. The extra point is no good. Gouvin backed out of it. And man, I feel bad there for Jack Arnold. He got his head torn off. He had to stand up and try and hope, but no one was expecting a pass as that snap almost went over his head. It was good of him to catch it, and then Gouvin, and that threw off his timing so much that he bailed on the kick.
Well, it was a great catch by Jack Arnold. Thankfully, we didn't have a flashback of last year's freshman game versus Broomfield. Exact same thing happened to Jack.
8:32 left in this game, and now the Tigers trail by 4, so that adds a little wrinkle in this. We're now no longer within a field goal, or at least a extra point would have put them within a field goal. And so Gouvin will kick this one. Puts a good boot to it toward the sideline and will go in for a touchback. Well, the Tiger defense, after getting that 4th and goal stop, they have hemorrhaged yardage. And so got to dig deep here. You are seeing a slew of different DBs rotate in and out, trying to keep some legs fresh. And so can the interior hold up here for the Tigers? That's the question. Do you have enough depth and fresh bodies that you can just withstand run blocking right now? That's tough to do when you're tired. Mustangs will go to the air. We've yet to see a turnover. There's a deep pass, wide open man. That's caught. Mulvaney will make the tackle. What a pass. Dropped it in the bucket.
One-on-one man coverage into the boundary. Just a beautiful ball.
Mustangs quickly to the line. .8:10 remaining here in the game. Andrews, Zeke Andrews, the quarterback here. Give on the stretch play. And a good job coming up in run support that time was Lincoln Hageman.
Just great job of filling all the gaps by the Erie defense here, and Lincoln Hageman making a great tackle there.
Gabe Sama will now check in along that line. Tigers trying to get some fresh bodies in. 2nd and about 6 here for the Mustangs. There's the out route, thrown behind the receiver a little bit. He'll reestablish, cuts back in. He's going to be awful close to the line again. I think the spot will mark him about a half a yard short. And right now, short routes, long routes, every route working for the Mustangs. Because Zeke Andrews has been surgical tonight.
His first game starting, it seems he has great timing with all the receivers.
There's the give. Oh, almost could have gotten called for a face mask. That was awful close. Tigers have, as there is another cramp, and is that Carson Hageman?
It's Gavin Lusk.
Oh, that's Lusk again. I told you those cramps, they will, once you get them, it's hard to stop them for the rest of the night.
Mind you, he had his first cramp. Came back a couple plays later, had an 88-yard touchdown. That's got to be one nasty cramp.
Fourth and 1. I told Maisie that she already gets double broadcast credits. I forgot the tripod. So not only has she had to suffer through going handheld, like she's shooting an episode of The Office or something, only we're going on hour number 3 here in just a couple moments. So it's a good thing she's not part of the union, because I'd be getting some violations right about now. So they're still stretching Gavin out down there. 6:23, in case you're wondering. We don't have a clock on our scoreboard here in the road games. There is a herd of people leaving from somewhere. Are they ready to just get out of here? Oh, man. Tell you what, we have a fantastic view of the sparkling lights of the Denver metro area from up here. And Gavin will shuffle his way off the field. 4th and half a yard here. Tigers have to come up with a stop some way, somehow.
Might see the little whip routes from Ralston Valley here.
Man, that'd really surprise me if they didn't run the ball here. 4th and half a yard. Even if you are a good passing team, you really put yourself at risk. They'll run the speed option. Oh, that's close. That's closer than I thought it was, but I think they got it. Initially off the pitch, I thought that might go for about 6 or 7 yards. The Tigers closed on that real fast. And they might measure this. I tell you what, that's a lot closer than I thought.
Great job closing by that Erie defense, getting it to the ball.
See if Maisie can't zoom way into that chain here. Oh. I don't even know. The official says he got it. The official had to take his time, though. You know, on a night where craziness has happened, I thought they might pull out an index card there for a second. Go full Gene Saratori on that one. So, Ralston needing every inch of that 10 yards to get the first down. 1st and 10, fresh set of downs. See if the Tigers can tighten up here a little bit. Give in the middle, and Stratman didn't really get much after contact, but the problem is the line of scrimmage moved 3 yards down the field. Man, this is, imagine just playing on the line in this game. If you were a mama watching this game, you might have to make a late run to Taco Bell or something. And a sack, a big sack, Lincoln Hageman. The Tigers had pretty good coverage downfield, and Andrews had to pull off his main route, was looking for someone to emerge, and he got dumped. Big play there, Lincoln Hageman. 5:11 left here in the quarter. 3rd and 14.
Defensive backs with excellent coverage there.
Tight coverage on the outside here. Who is that? Baylor?
Steven, I think. Steven, man up on number 4.
Yeah, this could be the route they go to. They'll actually switch the coverage. The wheel route. Nice timing on the punch. That was Steven Staff with a huge play.
Steven Staff. Man, as a DB, that made me hype. That got me going.
There we go. Baylor's into it. He's ready for it. He's ready to jump out there. The great thing about that was a switch route by the receivers. The DBs had to switch mid-play or singled up on the outside, and you just keep playing through. Rip through the hands, and Steven timed that up perfectly. And now Ralston's going to try a 44-yarder from the far hash. The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is good from 44. And the Mustangs lead it by 7, and that extra point looming large now for the Tigers. 4:33 remaining. A 44-yard field goal. That was really well kicked.
Don't see many field goals taken, especially from that range in high school. Very impressive.
Well, once again, 4:33, 45-38. Tigers Still huddled up here on the return team. The officials saying, hey, let's get this game. In fact, fans and parents are starting to say, let's go. Oh, man.
Tell you what, if I'm the kicking coach here, I'm telling my kicker, absolutely do not kick it to number 7.
Well, with how he has kicked so far, I imagine this will probably be a touchback. And, oh, no, a line drive right at Dono. Dono trying to cut it back. He fumbled the ball, and Ralston jumped on it. First turnover of the game. That's a heartbreaker right there. And I knew Ralston jumped on it right away because one of the Erie players saw, and he immediately turned around with his head down and walked to the sidelines. Now Erie has to come up with something. First turnover of the game. Ralston can kind of drive a stake through this game with a score here. Erie has to find a way to dig deep. And a good stop there on first down, a pickup of only about a yard.
About 7 dudes on that tackle for Erie.
You talked about rallying to the ball. We haven't seen much of that in the second half like we saw in the first half. And a little bit better job there. Tigers still only within a score. This game's not over. Certainly, we have seen a bevy of scores in short order. 2nd and 9. Give. Stratman into the teeth of the defense, picks up maybe another 2 yards. That's good push up front by the Ralston defense because every time he kind of cuts it in there and goes nowhere, I think it's going to be a no gainer. And, well, somehow they've moved the line of scrimmage a yard or 2. Trips to the near side. Staff again really playing tight on that outside receiver. They might go there again. And almost sacked, and instead Andrews gets away and he's picked up a first down. Man, the Tigers had pressure, had some fingertips on them, and just good feel from the pocket. And that's going to run it down to 2:47. So now not only is Ralston in field goal range, Baylor, but they can run it 3 times, and that will take off a lot of time.
This is where those timeouts early in the second half really come back to bite Erie.
So 1st and 10. Give on the stretch. Good pursuit by Erie. They're trying to rip the ball away. Good, still on his feet. Losing yardage well out of field goal range. Well, maybe not Ralston field goal range, but pretty far back there. That was a massive loss. One of the cardinal sins in football is you don't run backward, and Erie's going to spend their last timeout with 2:11 remaining here. So let's do some math. If you're Ralston, I tell you what, if you put it in the air, you risk the clock stopping. And you need to gain some yardage. This is a weird situation for the Mustangs. That run really hurt them because a field goal from here would be a 50-yarder into a breeze. And yes, Cole Pfeiffer is a good kicker. That would be a phenomenal kick, could he strike that one. from that distance. So they're going to want to get a little closer. You run the ball, and that will take 40 seconds off the clock. So you got to figure the snap on the third down play would be with about 2:40 left. Quick hitter, and 2:02 and counting here. They got it up to the 25. And Braylon Tolliver is shaken up. And that's not great news for Erie, because what that does is I think the play clock was already down to about 20 seconds. And the game, when they reset this, they'll let them have the full 25 tick off. So kind of a bonus 5 seconds of clock melting for Ralston. And by the way, Erie already took their last time out. So they'll stop that for injury, but the clock still rolls on. And the play clock starts over at 40. Oh man, that is painful for Erie. I thought it started over at 25.
I did as well.
I mean, that's a large amount of time. Oh boy. This snap will happen with a minute left. So best case scenario right now, if you're Erie, you might get the ball back if there's no made field goal, assuming it's a run here with about 20 seconds. Handoff, Stratman dances in the hole, and Hageman swallows him. 1:09. So the play clock needs to start. The play clock needs to, man, they started that late. Started that late.
We need those extra 2 seconds.
58 on the clock and ticking. Mustangs will call their final timeout when the play clock runs out. And they could kick a field goal that essentially sends Erie packing. The ball's at the 25, which means this would be a 42-yarder from the near hash. Well, we already saw a 44-yarder made. So good job by Ralston to get those yards. The question, if you're Erie, I hate even putting this out there. Well, actually, I'm going to put it out there regardless. If Ralston misses and Erie scores, theoretically, we could have overtime. That's still on the table here. 10:04. Don't hate me. Don't shoot the messenger, but it is possible. So a huge field goal coming up. You'd almost consider, if you're Ralston, I know you're up 7, of doing what Ronan Ward did and punting it and trying to pin him inside the 5. And then you say, well, that just took off probably about 10 seconds. You got to go 95 yards in 15 seconds. That's a real tough ask. Because you risk missing a field goal and giving Erie pretty decent field position here.
Need a little Preston Terranova in the state championship action with a little blocked field goal. Ronan Ward and Donovan going to be coming off the edges.
42 from the near hash. Pfeiffer has already hit one from 44. The snap is good. The kick is up. Ooh, it just has enough. It's good. And that will basically end it. The Tigers would have to probably get a kick return for a touchdown, an onside kick, and another score all in 20 seconds. Don't know that adds up. But a valiant fight here. We said this would be a litmus test for Erie. I don't think they're going to win the game, but I do think that what they can take from this is, hey, we're going to be in some dogfights, but we belong in 5A. We can duke it out with the best of them. We have another test next week against Mountain Vista. That's going to be a big battle. And Coach Graff this week is going going to make some adjustments here with this defense. They gave up 48 points for the first time in a long time. There, did I spin that positively enough? That was, but seriously, what a hard-fought game by both these teams. This was a wild one. Hate to see any team come up short when so many guys have left so much on this field tonight. And Dono has to field it in the end zone. Man, I really wish I had been able to have a statistician with us tonight. I want to know how many total yards this game has seen, because it has been a bushel full. Well, if you're still with us, thank you for joining us on this marathon tonight. As Ward will throw the out route to Tolliver. He'll catch it and get out of bounds. 15.8 left on the clock. And I do like that from the Tigers. Still fighting here to the end. And another injury. Another cramp.
Oh, we are never getting out of here.
I think there's going to be a lot of Gatorade consumed by both these teams next week, as both coaching staffs will be like, you have to make hydration a priority. You got to win the hydration game this week. You know, we saw that one series where Ralston was a little bit snake-bitten with 3 plays of penalties in a row, but in terms of from an operations standpoint for a first game, they were pretty clean tonight. No turnovers for Ralston. Huge credit to this quarterback, Zeke Andrews, only a junior. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a few looks at some colleges. I mean, that's the kind of night that he has had, I think. He has really flung the ball around the yard.
He's been excellent on the ground, through the air. Very good, especially for a debut.
Ward takes the snap, steps up in the pocket, slides, and that will probably do it for the Tigers. Time will run out. Tigers still trying to fight to the last dying breath here. And they will get one snap off and a spike. And so this will be the last play of the game for Erie. Baylor, thanks for joining us this week. Appreciate you coming up to the booth. You called 2 games worth, at least 2 games in terms of times in the last couple years that we've had. As Ward being chased from behind. Oh, he takes a tough one there to end the game. And so that is how things will end for Erie. They'll be disappointed, but I tell you what, Erie has a chance to learn a lot. And there's a lot of season left. First loss as a member of 5A. They fall tonight by a final score of 48-38. For Chad, Maisie, and Baylor, I'm Brandon Burr. Thanks for joining us, Tiger fans. We'll see you next weekend as the Tigers take on Mountain Vista for the home opener. For everyone across the Erie Tiger Network, until next time, I'll chirp at you later.